Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator and I am here with Division C East Playoffs opening round. We've got number 1 seed Protectors of Aiur taking on the number 8 seed Macro Machines in our best of 3 matchup tonight. Hello everyone on YouTube and hello everyone on Twitch. Welcome to our first simultaneous live broadcast. Wherever you want to be, wherever you want to watch, that's fine by me. If you want to be over on YouTube, you want to be on Twitch, I got both the chats here. I'll do my best to keep up with everybody. But yeah, now I'm here in both places, and you can watch whatever you like whenever you want. If you are over on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you'd throw a like on the stream, if you'd subscribe to the channel. You can get all the great edited content, short-form content over there as well that I'm producing to keep up with all the HOTS casting shenanigans that I get up to. We'll let them know that I am ready to go as we have located our 10th player. Let's go over to map select. See what's going on here with this series. Braxis Holdout, Garden of Terror, Volskaya Foundry, and Dragonshire are your map bans for this evening. We're going to start things off on Tomb of the Spider Queen as chosen by Macro Machines. One player has requested 1 minute till we get started, so we'll come back to me for now. And we'll hang out. We are catless for the moment. I don't know where he's at. He's somewhere. He's hanging out. Goose never really hangs out during the stream anymore. Jin is around. He's in places. Maybe he'll come by. What happens if you watch both streams at once? You give 2 times support to the Crushinator. Isn't that cool? You get to see everything on one side exactly the same as the other, probably not at exactly the same time, because the latency is just a little different between the services. However, on YouTube, you can do stuff like pause and, you know, just watch at your own leisure. You don't get mid-game ads. However, I try to control the ads the best I can here on Twitch so that they're only happening during downtime. As you were here during the pre-game, you got 3 minutes of lovely Twitch ads. And I'll try to run a few more in between games so we don't get any pre-roll and you don't get any mid-rolls that just pop up on you. Once our final player is finally ready to go, we shall jump into the draft here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. But I am glad to see you all. It's been quite a while since I've been live on Twitch. But it's kind of cool to be back. Honestly, I was at a point with Twitch where I'm like, I'm not just going to go back because they're going to have to do something to convince me to go back over. And I'm not really going back over. I'm just kind of doing both. That was fine by me. I was like, all right, that's a good enough reason. So we're back. We're here. All right, we've got the We Are Ready out. The Let's Go has been called. It's draft time. Once they hit the go button, I'll hit the go button. See if we can time it. We kind of timed it. It was close. It was kind of close. All right, Tomb of the Spider Queen is our opening map today. Oh, I just got back from playing some basketball and I am sore. Oof. Goodness gracious. Protectors of Aiur choosing first pick with their seed advantage here. Will be first to act. White Mane going to be our first ban. Interesting. Usually at this point in the season, the one tricks have kind of revealed themselves, or the people who are just, you know, super competent on a not so commonly picked hero. And it does draw bans, and that means you get to pick powerful stuff in your other positions, so that's a boon for Macro Machines. Johanna is the ban from Macro Machines. Considerably strong on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Diablo also banned, bringing the tanks a little bit lower. And there goes Brightwing. No damage dealers banned. No offlaners banned here. What's the first pick going to be for Protectors of Aiur? Probably. We've been seeing some first pick Anduins, honestly. See if that's what they want to go for, or if they've got a particular assassin they want to lock down. The Sound going for Blaze first pick. We'll see if that's going to be a main tank or an off lane, as Blaze can do both pretty easily. Macro Machines now with the double pick. I imagine they're going to want to pick up their tank here, or to not risk being choked out of the roll. We'll see if they want to go with the tank healer. Rano goes for Garrosh, and Nyx goes for Tyrande. So they lock up the limited rolls here before the midband. Protectors of Aiur. They've got the Blaze. They're up against the Garrosh Tyrande, so they're kind of showing what the game plan is. So usually you want to take heroes that either don't mind being thrown in, or you just do something like a Muradin or a Johanna, where you just stand in front of Garrosh, and so you can't throw anyone else. Sergeant Scoops goes for the Anduin to try to find some saves for people who are thrown in and stunned. Orion goes for Falstad here. Falstad does have the barrel roll to get away from trouble. We'll have to see what the build is going to be for Orion, whether it's going to be the auto attacks to try to work down Garrosh, or possibly the burst boomerang to help with locking down and taking out those kill targets. Macro Machines get rid of Muradin, as Protectors of Aiur may not have picked up their tank. I mean, they do have the Blaze. They could go Blaze plus an offlaner. Protectors of Aiur, they see the Garrosh Tyrande. They're going to get rid of Zeratul. Sticking with what the scouting report says. Zeratul would definitely be an interesting one to mix into Garrosh Tyrande. Maybe as an offlane? Just have them gank the back and make life difficult for Falstad, I suppose. It should make Falstad feel a little safer. Macro Machines on their next two. Ragnaros Vala. So Vala, pretty powerful follow-up to any sort of tank engage. Ratson going for Ragnaros. Probably off-lane Rag, though we do sometimes see Ragnaros rotating with the team. And Vala is definitely capable of being a solo ranged hero. Protectors of Aiur. Do they go for the tank? Do they go for the bruiser? And see what they flex into for their last pick. It'll be Sylvanas and Anubarak. So we'll be blazing that off lane. Anubarak, Sylvanas going in on the front line here for Protectors of Aiur. Anubarak's definitely going to have to be careful, as Tychus is picked up last. So it will be Ragnaros in the off lane there. Vala Tychus going to be pretty scary. Follow up to Garrosh. Anubarak's going to really have to save that burrow charge, or rely on Anduin to get pulled back to safety. Gotta hold back that burrow charge. Don't just charge in for no reason. Alrighty. Comps are picked. Let's get ready. Alrighty. Loading into Tomb of the Spider Queen. I'm a little bit concerned about the lack of engage here, aside from Garrosh just walking up. Or a Tyrande Raw Lunar Flare on the side of Macro Machines, but it is Tomb of the Spider Queen. There's a very small amount of space. There's a lot of vents around the map that Garrosh can play around, so it's possible they can get away without that engage potential. And we'll see if Protectors of Aiur can stay away from the gank machine that is Garrosh. Players loading on in. There we go. Let's get into the match. Let's do it. Game number 1 on the left in the blue. We have our number 1 seed, Protectors of Aiur. Eclectic on the Anubarak, Tracer on Falstad. Orion's playing Sylvanas, the Sound on Blaze, and Sergeant Scoops is playing Anduin. On the right in the red, it is Macro Machines. Jimmy Bob Joe is on the Vala. Arcane 13th on Tychus. Ratson playing Ragnaros. Nyx is on the Tyrande. And Rano playing Garrosh. Game number 1 is underway. Looks like Falstad is going for that boomerang quest. We've got the Sulfurous Hungers here for Ragnaros, Auto Attack Quest for Vala, and Lunar Flare follow-up quest for Tyrande. Did I move the cat bed? I did not move the cat bed, but the cats just stopped using the cat bed. I don't really know why. I'm pointing the camera at that spot on the floor because that's the spot they most often just hang out now. He's either on the chair behind me to my right, as the Anubarak does get thrown in. Nice follow-up there from Tyrande, but the save and the burrow charge used. So one gank attempt foiled by Protectors of Aiur. Yes, the cats have been fickle. Gonna have to try to find a way to set up the cat cam to actually catch where the cats are. But they've been moving around. They've been in weird places, so it's been difficult to catch them during the streams. Eclectic coming up here, goes in on Arcane 13th. That is the dash interrupted, but our Anduin didn't quite get the root there. Arcane 13th able to get away. Tyrande coming up to join the team. Rano thinking about sticking around. Walks in. Tries to get a throw. Ends up getting the throw after using the Q. Eclectic still has the burrow charge to move out. A little misclick there. Just kind of didn't get the toss. Not really sure what happened. Krush moving out here, looking for one. Ooh, didn't get the stun there. Tracer avoids. Checking on the bottom lane, looks like Blaze was able to drop off while Ragnaros sitting on 9 gems. Rano takes a hit there. He's stunned as well. Ooh, Falstad got to be careful. Had the barrel roll just in case, and Rano's going to be caught out. Anubarak falls as well. Tank for tank here in the top lane. Nice job by the DPS. Following up on their tanks engage. No one going after their bruiser camp just yet. No one going after the bottom side. Looks like the Sound checking it out. Ratson also checking it out at the same time. So now the tanks are coming back to join their team. Rano stepping up. There's Anduin with the peels. Garrosh gonna pop the Indomitable, throws away, but Blaze is there to follow it up. Rano is just body blocked to all get out. Will go down. Arcane 13th trying to trade onto Anubarak there. Not able to get that takedown. Protectors of Aiur pick up another one. Getting close to being able to turn in their first set of gems. Falstad hanging out, seeing if there's a gank opportunity on Ragnaros, but Ratson playing it safe, as you have to do when you're a solo lane Ragnaros. Eclectic watching out. Nick's gonna just hit a raw Lunar Flare. Nice cast there. Rano coming across, gets a throw into the corner on Anubarak. Eclectic has to get out of there quick because the minigun from Tychus turns on right away. That is the job of Tychus. Just stay within throw-in range of Garrosh, hit the trait, and pump him full of lead. Nice job. Protectors of Aiur does get their turn in, and they do get their bruiser camp tagged. So they'll have a little bit of a double push going on. Blaze is up there, but no rotation from Macro Machines. Sticking around in the mid for the moment. Looks like Garrosh is starting to come down. Sound will be tossed into tower range, but has the jet propulsion to go back to safety. Big push here in the middle. Wall going down as the bruiser camp and the objective moving forward. Nice stun there by Garrosh. Rano trying to threaten here, but Sylvanas turns on the black arrows. There's Eclectic going in there. Nice Indomitable though by Garrosh. Anubarak thrown away. That's a triple? No, a double stun there from Lunara. Nick's showing some strong aptitude here on Tyrande. But the push just too strong and mid goes down. In the bottom lane, Ragnaros turning on the Molten Core to defend. Nice escape there by Eclectic. The Sound using that Adrenaline Stim Pack. Try to solo this bottom side camp. Looks like we'll be able to do so no problem. Plenty of gems available here for macro machines. We'll see if they can find a way to turn in. Rano coming across, going to opt for the Anubarak. Eclectic, though, has the Burrow Charge to escape. Slight level lead right now for Protectors of Aiur as the Sound is looking for something. Ideally not Rano, but decides to go for it anyway. There's the Indomitable. Is there enough damage? Follow-up from Eclectic is good, but now the Burrow Charge has been committed, and that's the worry. Orion going to be caught as well. Very nice job by Tychus and Tyrande to prevent that escape. Arcane 13th going in there, trying to find the hit onto Blaze. Sergeant Scoop's going to be slowed, and Anduin falls. Great turnaround from Macro Machines, and they will make up that experience. And now looking for their first turn-in. 10s are in for Macro Machines as well. We've got the Sulfurous Smash, Shadowstalk, Commandeer Odin, Reign of Vengeance. Garrosh still waiting to pick here. 10s are in for Protectors of Aiur. Cocoon, Light Bomb, Mighty Gust, Mind Control, and Bunker are the choices, as Warlord's Challenge is ultimately picked by Garrosh. Rano looking for a rotation here. Eclectic sticking around. Mind Control is going to bring Garrosh into range here, as there's the Light Bomb into the back. Finds a stun onto Tyrande. Anduin trying to find the save here. Eclectic barely gets away. Ooh, Rano taking a big splash there from Falstad. 34 stacks on that hammering quest so far. Blaze trying to clear bottom versus Ragnaros, as top is mostly spent. The wall does go down. Looks like Macro Machines hoping to stick around here. They've got one wave left, but Falstad's going to make short work of that. Rano was still mounted. Sergeant Scoops doesn't get the dismount, so Mighty Gust has to be used. Webweavers are cleared. Here comes Sylvanas and Blaze. They're going to put Garrosh in the cocoon. Eclectic going after the back line. Nice Shadowstalk, but Tyrande still hit with the Mind Control. The Sound doesn't get the stun as the Unstoppable was still active. Taunt onto the front line. Follow-up is good from Tyrande. Tychus is going to be the first to go down, but trades out for Anubarak. Not able to get into that bunker, was just stunned and silenced. Possibly just stunned. I think the silence was the Mind Control. 5-3 so far in the takedowns. Rano looking for Orion here. Decides against it, as there was no damage in range. Vala and Tychus were back at the base. Not all tanks can stop their engage like that. That's good play from Rano. Very close here. Both teams do have a turn-in. Ratson stopped on the bottom side. Orion going to be stopped on the top side. Rano going in there. Wanted to throw Anduin, but ooh, nice body blocks there from Blaze. Mind Control goes out, and Garrosh is taken down. The Sound just blocking the exit. You shall not pass. 51 out of 55. Looks like Falstad has enough here. Trying to wait for the turn-in before the Orion does tag the camp. So Falstad will complete that turn-in. Sorry about that. There we go. I forgot about Twitch chat bots. Boop, 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 boop. Get him out of here. Blue Webweavers coming on down here for Protectors of Aiur. Rano waiting for an engage. Eclectic will be found and thrown over the top. Tyrande follow-up is good, but Anduin follow-up is better. That's tough to deal with. They're looking for Rano. Nice Indomitable, but ooh, now the body block's coming in again. Mind Control comes out, as well as the Light Bomb. Tyrande broken out of that cocoon. Will they be able to save Garrosh? No. Mighty Gust from Falstad trying to push the DPS into the corner there, but unfortunately they got through that gate. Mid push still going through with this bruiser camp. Is now top lane as the focus for Protectors of Aiur. Looking very strong here in the mid game. Garrosh about to be back as the top wave now advances onto this keep wall. Making short work of the wall here as Protectors of Aiur, but Rano is now back. Wall goes down. 16s are close. Boss is up. Protectors of Aiur would have to be pretty bold to go for it here, but once they get 16s, they might just make a bold play. They will have all of their ults available soon. Rano looking for something here. The sound, a little bit cut off, but Garrosh, a little bit split between targets there, doesn't find one that they like. Protectors of Aiur about to have their 16s. Falstad and Blaze going to take this bottom camp once again, but that means no one's watching the top side turn-in. That's going to be these three getting the Web Weavers on the way here for the red team. I'm going to see if they can take this. This is a little bit of a risky play, but they do have Blaze warding. So that does give them some extra time. And they take advantage. Fort goes down. Solid job there by the Sound. Watching. Uh-oh. Falstad had the long roll to get out. Web Weavers have dropped. Eclectic sees the rotation from the bottom lane. His mid is taken out very, very quickly there. Bottom lane, Web Weaver is trapped way back in lane. Not going to be a worry here. As this Web Weaver phase will be very quickly cleaned up. Top goes down. 100 stacks here for the auto attack Vala, starting to scale. What's up, Goon? Welcome, welcome. He's in both places at once. Arcane 13th being engaged onto there. Light Bomb goes out, and that's going to get the stun onto two juicy targets here. Sulfurous Smash does not get the stun as Rano tries to peel from the back line. Looks like it's going to be an escape here for Ragnaros, but will Rano be so lucky? There's the Indomitable, just too much damage. Garrosh goes down. It's a double takedown, and Falstad wants more. Ratson slowed, pushed into the corner. Is there going to be enough damage? There is. Rag goes down. Triple takedown for Protectors of Aiur. They're not thinking about the boss. They're thinking about the keep. Tychus back in 10. 20 seconds on Garrosh. They're going to peel out of there. They don't even want the last hit. What chatterinos? They're going to let the minions take it down and then double back and grab this boss. Macro Machines 100% knows this is being done, but there's not much they can do about it unless they just bum rush in. And they will not arrive in time. Boss picked up by Protectors of Aiur. Rano, is looking for something. Eclectic thrown into the back. There's Anduin has the save, though. Garrosh put into the cocoon as Eclectic hitting everybody. Stun onto 3. Where's the follow-up? Oh no, they're split off. Falstad taken down here. Arcane 13th is going to move away. Unfortunate there. Protectors of Aiur got their sights on 2 different targets. And Macro Machines capitalized, but now they've got a full health boss on their core. And it's going to be a turn-in, possibly? No, the Sound has to clean up the bottom lane, so they're not going to get a turn-in right away. Let's see if the boss actually chews through any shields. Looks like no. Protectors of Aiur were going for it all there, but Macro Machines showing signs of life. Can they fight their way back? Trying to wait for Falstad to return. Nearly enough for another turn in here is Macro Machines. Only 2 more gems required. So they go ahead and hit Sergeant Scoops there. They're Just doing a double camp timing while Macro Machines responds with a bruiser camp of their own. See if Protectors of Aiur are just going to sit back and hold for level 20, but they have to think about defending the turn-in, as 60 gems are now on hand for Macro Machines. Looks like the Sound doesn't want to wait. Protectors of Aiur, they've got the blue Web Weavers. Top lane's very pushed in, mid is getting pushed as well. Rano on the flank. Protectors of Aiur just going up to the top lane here. They've got to know. Yeah, they're showing in lane, so they know exactly where they're at. Web Weaver's just going to spawn on the core here in the top lane. His mid bruisers are being worked on. Protectors of Aiur, they want that 20. Just a couple more minions should do it. There it is. Molten Core comes on out from Ragnaros. As the objective has spawned in, they're going to try to rotate around here. Looking at the mid lane rather than the top. Ratson is about to expire. Protectors of Aiur, they've got a level 20 gap here. Top Web Weaver is cleared, mid is starting to step up. Protectors of Aiur wanting to secure that middle keep, and if they can find some picks, they can. There's Garrosh put into the cocoon. They're going into the backline after Nyx. Light Bomb stun, Tyrande goes down. Falstad is going to get stunned though by Garrosh. Sulfura Smash follow-up, Falstad falls down. Everyone's in the bunker, but the bunker is destroyed. Orion pulled in as Ratson is thrown to chase. Sergeant Scoops will fall. 2 for 1 so far here for Macro Machines. Successfully putting up the defense. They have lost their mid keep, but they're holding on to this game. Boss still a minute 40 away. Protectors of Aiur, they've still got a nice cushion here on the map, but the more time they stay here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, the longer those death timers become. They're gonna have to think about taking a big fight here. The Sound is way up there. Luckily, able to peel away. Red Web Weaver's on the way. They're going to be pinned pretty far back in the lanes here, though. Bottom lane pushed, top lane pushed. They didn't have much time to try to spawn them further up, but yeah, they're going to spawn right in front of the core. Those two are not going to get anything done at all. Bottom lane probably going to go down before it reaches the keep as well. The Sound, man, is playing very fast and loose with that map positioning. Mind Control goes out. Going to be put away there. Garrosh put into the cocoon. This is what Protectors of Aiur are trying to do. Going after Arcane 13. There's the stun. Tychus will go down. Rano double throw. Getting 2. Sulfura Smash hits onto Sergeant Scoops as the Mighty Gust is pushing away the rest of Macro Machines. 1 takedown for Protectors of Aiur, and they are going to reset themselves. They know they've got to clear these Web Weavers, and they know the boss is going to be up after they do it. Can they clear them in time? Rano stepping up there, threatening and engage, as Falstad tries to clear out the bottom lane. There it is. Boss is now available. Garrosh playing way forward here. Eclectic sees them. Uh-oh. Almost didn't notice till it was too late. Blaze wanting it, thinking about it, but doesn't want to jet propulsion in and then get thrown further away. Protectors of Aiur don't have enough for their next turn in. Macro Machines about to be back to full strength. Turn-ins are happening, just getting the gems that they can off their bodies. Sergeant Scoops chillin', illin', grillin' next to the turn-in. Could we have a flank opportunity? Eclectic coming up. Fort is going to go down. Do they want this fight? Looks like no. Blaze not in the area. Blaze pushing out bottom lane. Four more gems needed for Protectors of Aiur. 19 needed for Macro Machines. Are they just going to rip the boss? They don't know where anyone is. They're just going to rip it. We're late enough in the game now that the boss could just ride into the core if they support it. I don't know. Tyrande didn't scout it. They're coming up here to check, but Tyrande wasn't able to scout, and the boss is going to be stolen here by Protectors of Aiur. They don't have the lane with it, though. They're going to have to try to catch it up. Can they move forward and support this boss? They're trying to catch up here. Falstad clearing out the lane. Here comes Blaze. The lane push will be a little bit behind, but it is on the way. They don't go for it. They're just going to go for the turn-in. Playing very, very conservatively as Protectors of Aiur. They do get the Molten Core, though, out of Ragnaros. That's a key cooldown, as we do have Web Weavers on the way. They're trying to get that Bruiser camp tagged once again, and they will. They've been doing very well with this Bruiser camp plus objective push in the mid lane. Will it be enough now? Top lane is pushed in, mid lane is pushed in. Here come the Web Weavers. This is going to be their last big opportunity for a while, as the boss was already used. Can Macro Machines hold here? Here they come, top and mid. Sound waiting to go in, Eclectic looking for a cocoon opportunity. Wants to put it onto Garrosh, that's been the plan so far. Web Weavers are collapsing along with the Bruiser camp and the catapults. The time is now, Rano stepping up. There's the Indomitable. The Sound going into the back as Garrosh put into the cocoon. Ratson is going to be caught. Light Bomb goes out. Ragnaros is down and the core shielding is starting to fall. 59% and the catapults are just doing way too much. Blaze is going to go down, but the Winions are locked in, and Protectors of Aiur going to take the victory here in game number 1. Well measured, GG. Nicely done there by Protectors of Aiur. Didn't want to overcommit. Played it just right, used their last turn-in available to go in and take that core. They take game number 1 in this best of 3. Let's go to the post-game. See what we got here. Ryan on the Sylvanas, 43,500 hero damage for Protectors of Aiur. Very nicely done. Arcane 13th on the Tychus, top siege, top hero damage at over 60,000. Very nice job following up Garrosh in that effort. 0 deaths on Vala as well. Well played by Jimmy Bob Joe. Let's take a look at the talents and update the scoreboard here. And we'll get ready for game 2. All right, folks, we are going to go to a short break. We're going to burn some ads on Twitch, and we will be right back with game number 2 of this playoff matchup. Don't go far. Isaac stunning onto the back line. Here comes non-champion. Johanna just soaking up so much engage and damage here. Majesty wants to get these hits onto non-champion and Miller Coffee. Kalavoth low has to get away. Another Entomb goes out, this time onto Vala. Great positioning there from Majesty, getting the burst kill with that Mimic. Trey work. Gathered up. Valkyrie coming on down. Nice silence onto Orphea. Is there enough damage to follow it up? Drag connects. There's the Ancestral. The root does land, though. Orphea looking for any way out. Bit of self-healing, but it won't be enough. Xenochrist goes in there to try to help get the save, but will be just chain CC'd as well. Double kill for Reset City. Silence and Tomb goes out onto Rhaegar. Rhaegar trying to turn around. Crushing Jaws catches 2. Ancestral lands. Big splash. Gazlo's going to go down and Saber Moon will survive. Nazebo is put into the cocoon as the chase continues. Showengal Rescue Rangers. That's another pick-off onto Malfurion. Muidar and Chaos Pigeon trying to run away. Last Ironskin hits. Muidar is super low. Chase forward, and that will be the pick. Chaos Pigeon falls as well. Sandy holding onto the front line. Isolation goes out, does not hit. D-Shield and Ancestral used there. Juan Pablo, though, now without any cooldowns, has to back away. X-Strike from Genji. Will be stopped there from Uther. Johanna taken down in the mix. Flyest Raven receiving the short range. Ooh, Juan Pablo trying to trade out there. Will go down at the gate. Iron was like, I got you. And Genji's like, no, don't pull me. I've got one of my 17 mobility tools available. It's all good. Gotta watch out. The scatter arrow nearly connecting. Objective is claimed. Emerald Wind hits. There's a great follow-up stun onto the front line by Hogger, and Brightwing will be caught. Zero-day attack. Trying to use that movement speed from the Adrenal Stim Pack to move out. Full Shield Immortal. Oh, great stun from EZK onto 2. There's tray work over the wall, and zero-day attack will be going down. Nice chase through by Reset City, but now they've got to deal with a Full Shield Immortal in here in the bottom lane. Down to 50% and dropping. Synthesis now jumping in there, and this looks like Heavy Greg have the damage. Uh-oh. No control from Hogger, but Hogger will go down. Stunned by the core. There goes Diablo. Genji falls. Core at 26%, and it looks like the defense will be enough. Sith trying to get away will go down. Malthael falls as well. Core saved at 26. Rest of the team for Chongal Rescue Rangers is coming up. Tazek is looking for something. Anduin is put into the cocoon here. Stun onto the backline as Muidar tries to get a mosh but will not connect. Chaos Pigeon gets the stun with the fear follow-up. Hebrew Hammer, X strikes into the back. ETC going to be the first to go down in this scuffle. So many low trying to escape. There goes Anduin. Emski chases forward onto Zoom then Boom. He keeps getting slowed and cannot escape. Triple so far. Hebrew Hammer once more. Chaos Pigeon will go down. Pina Colada escapes. That's going to be a quad here for the members of Chilwell Rescue Rangers. Nubrak going for the super flank here.
I'm coming for you.
Waiting for the team to come up. Isaac coming as well. They're looking at patience here. Isaac with the drag. Is the damage there, though? It is. Malfurion goes down. Nice crab claw attack by Boogans Forever. Here comes Fade. They want to take a fight here. Slide from Cat and Wedge. Drinking Bird gets away, bumped back. Gust is committed, and there's the save from Goliath. This could be a turnaround opportunity for Duratan's Couch. Wildcard still in the mix here. There's the light bomb to the back. It's a stun onto 4 on that front line sliding mosh. The tour bus catches them as well. Duratan's Couch looking to finish him here. That is a triple kill. All right, welcome back. We have a cat that's still... You can kind of see him there. He's resting on the chair. Getting ready for game number 2 in our best of 3. Protectors of Aiur going up 1-0 over Macro Machines. They are on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Almost ready for our next map here. We'll hit them with the Caster R and we'll see if that greases the wheels. As a reminder, I'm live on Twitch and I'm live on YouTube. It's a multi-streaming situation. Wherever you want to be, fine by me. Watch from whichever platform you like. But if you want to see the edited VODs, if you want to see the short videos, if you want to see the game of the week, make sure you head on over to YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you'll catch all of the content. But now, if you're just a Twitch person, you like Twitch, this is where you want to be, you've got the VODs there as well, if you want to catch the casts after the fact. Players are starting to throw their readies out. Let's go to map select. We are going to Alterac Pass for our second game here. This one chosen by Protectors of Aiur. Macro Machines opted for the first pick. Looks like we've got readies. We'll just wait for the go button and we'll jump into the draft. There it is. They hit the go button, so let's jump into the draft. Here it is. Draft number 2 coming at you. Macro Machine's going to try to fight all the way back. Protectors of Aiur looking to put it away in 2 here. Oh. Check your posture, team. There we go. Macro Machines will be first to act. We'll see if there's going to be any alterations in their draft plan. Sticking with that Brightwing ban first, though. Protectors of Aiur will they alter their strategy at all? No. It's white main time. Alterac Pass, that Anubarak could definitely come up once again. Honestly, the draft from Protectors of Aiur would do just fine here on Alterac Pass with the boss control and the Anubarak to cheese the minions. We'll see if that maybe is going to be stolen away by macro machines, though. Let's see. Protectors of Aiur. What was banned last time? Diablo was. Shall they stick to the plan, or shall they deviate? We're going to get rid of Garrosh. Interesting choice. I didn't feel like the Garrosh really worried them that much. They don't want to see it on Alterac, and Jimmy Bob Joe will take that Falstad away. Solid choice there for sure. Global on a big map, boss control on a double boss map. Hard to go wrong. Protectors of Aiur. They do have that Blaze available once again if they want to go for it. What are we feeling? There's the Anubarak, there's the Anduin. So far, just running it back. Anduin was definitely a key to victory there in game number 1 versus that Garrosh. We'll see if it's going to be the same here. Macro machines, though, they might take a more divey type comp. Maybe they go with that Diablo. Anduin has a tough time when, you know, the enemy's just right in your face all the time. Nyx goes to that Tyrande again, and this time Rano going for Variant. I mean, they're sticking to the plan, but once again, they're going into an Anduin. I feel like if they wanted to do... I would have rather seen an Anduin ban and let them have the Brightwing. Yes, Brightwing's a global and is strong and is just fantastic as a hero, but Brightwing doesn't save targets very well versus Varian Tyrande. Anduin is incredible at saving targets versus Varian and Tyrande. Though they do have a very short timer on their engages, that charge taunt, so as long as they keep on trying to engage, eventually Anduin will run out of save tools. See if they can capitalize on that fact. No Zeratul once again, this time Sylvanas is banned out by macro machines, so their damage dealers are going to have to switch up here. Sound opting for Hogger this time instead of the Blaze. Hogger, of course, being able to take that mid-camp better than basically any combination of 3 other heroes is really good. On Alterac Pass, when you've got a camp on a 90-second timer. Orion opting for Greymane this time. Definitely a good burst follow-up for the Anubarak. Possibly able to jump back and deal with Tyrande, as Ratson goes for that Ragnaros again. Really loving the Fire Lord here. I wonder if we're going to get a Lava Wave game instead of that Sulfura Smash this time. Get some more lane control, or if they're just going to go for the big pylon of stuns. Arcane 13th on the last pick. It's Tassadar time, getting some extra wave clear. So definitely a lot of wave clear between Tass, Falstad, and Ragnaros. You could... With the Tassadar, you can probably get away with not doing the Lava Wave if you really don't want to, but I think it's still a strong choice on Alterac. Just dealing with all the lanes all the time is really, really useful, especially if you want to be roaming with Varian Tyrande. Last pick here for Tracer. Will it be Tracer? To make my job easier? Of course not. It's going to be the Li Ming. Very consistent follow-up to the Anubarak Engage and Anduin route. Also able to lob bombs over the walls to interrupt objective channels. Macro machines, I mean, I'm worried about them playing into this Anduin, but maybe they've got the adjustments in mind to make it work. It is indeed possible. Alrighty. We got the super close zoom up of my cat's back. I'll bother him so you can see his face. Alright, loading into Alterac Pass. What up, Snakes Were Made? Good to see you. As we load in here. There we go. Okay. The time has come. Let's go to game number 2. Game number 2 of our playoff matchup, looking to close things out, is Protectors of Aiur. Eclectic on that Anubarak, the Sound playing Hogger. Sergeant Scoops is on Anduin. Orion on the Greymane. And Tracer is playing Li Ming. On the right and the red, fighting for their tournament lives, is Macro Machines. Jimmy Bob Joe on the Falstad. Arcane 13th playing Tassadar. Nyx on Tyrande. Ratson playing Ragnaros. And Rano is on the Varian. Game number 2 is underway here. Falstad going for those frequent flyer stacks. Auto attack chosen. Sulfurous hungers here for Ragnaros, and it is the Lunar Flare quest once again for Tyrande. The sprays are going out. The thumbs up to the cheese. And wave clear commences. Pretty even on both sides there as Eclectic layering in that Impale. Ooh. Always hurts his Falstad when one of those orbs comes flying in. Looks like Hogger going to start in the bottom lane for now. We'll see if anyone comes to help out to relieve Hogger, or if they're going to do a Greymane Anduin camp plan. No one's there right at the start. Oh my god, the sound! You're 1 second late, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4... Okay, that's okay. 4 seconds late, not so bad. It's time to play everyone's favorite game, Hogger or any combination of enemy heroes. Who is going to take the camp first? The Sound is working on it. Jimmy Bob Joe and Nyx are firing away. Hogger getting all 3 pretty low here. The Dynamite's coming on out. 1 down, 2 down here on the left, and Hogger wins the race. But on the top side, while I'm commentating, it's Tassadar going down. Rano was looking for a deep flank pre-4, and now possibly going to pay for it here. Sergeant Scoops comes around with the root. Varian goes down. Nice job to get away from what I presume was a most excellent gank attempt from Macro Machines, as I was too busy commentating camp takes like it was a horse race. Fours are in for Protectors of Aiur. Hogger now covering the top as Greymane's got bottom lane. Li Ming's rotated to the mid. Varian waiting for that level 4 to come online to become a real boy. Rano moving in. Gonna put a quick slow onto Eclectic as now the shield comes out. Look at that shield. Love that shield design. And we'll see if now the pick train will commence for Macro Machines.
Our scouts report that the Horde keep some of our soldiers.
There's the charge. Not wanting to put a taunt onto Hogger. Hogger pretty tough to take down for sure. Orion holding things down for now. Back camp about to be up here. The Sound is on point. Picking that up early. And Anubarak's lurking. Eclectic threatening a solo cap if possible. Little bounce here as Tyrande scouts it out. This one's not fair because Hogger started way early. But that's the power. You take it early, you get on it first, and all of a sudden that gap just gets wider and wider. Protectors of Aiur pick up their mid camp. Rano waiting to come across here. Orion, though, playing nice and safe here by the gate. Macro Machines about to pick up their mid camp as well, so they will have some counter pressure. Eclectic got a couple of channel. 9 seconds here on the top side. Protectors of Aiur playing very well. Good macro control here on Alterac Pass. But the damage is really going to start to scale up for Macro Machines if they can get into the late game. Ratson holding it down here. As Eclectic once again will be interrupted this time. Tyrande, the super secret tech, not allowing the cheese. Is Li Ming going to get an interrupt over the wall? Too late. Channel is started by Macro Machines. Charge taunt there. Follow-up is good. Anduin has the save, and Ecliptic once again just getting a little bit farther with the burrow charge there. The sound on the outside. Keeping the control as Sergeant Scoop stops the channel.
Well done.
Augur going back to get that mid-camp going. Protectors of Aiur understanding the power of the null camp. Still 5 seconds before Macro Machines camp is even available. Uh-oh, charge taunt onto Li Ming. The follow-up is just in time. Nicely done. Macro Machines get their pick, and they're going to see if they can start this channel. Jimmy Bob Joe. Nice job warding. Channel will be started by Macro Machines. Looks like no further interrupts. The Red Raiders will be on the way. Ten's pretty close for both teams. We'll see if any try to jump on a fight here. Protectors of Aiur very slightly ahead in experience. Greymane holding the bottom lane for now. Augur's on the top side. Rano charges in. Ecliptic has already used the burrow charge. Follow-up is good. Anduin is going to have to use the save tool. Tens are in for Macro Machines and Protectors of Aiur. On the right side, we're looking at the Warbringer here for Varian. Mighty Gust, Black Hole, Shadow Stalk, and Sulphurous Smash. Charge taunt onto Anubarak. Follow-up is good. Lunar Flare. Ecliptic going way into the back. Oh, Light Bomb was used. Sulphurous Smash not going to catch Li Ming. Ults flying here. Protectors of Aiur's ults. You saw that Light Bomb. Cocoon. It's also going to be the Disintegration Beam, Cursed Bullet, and Hortipult. Augur going to get this mid-camp started once again. As I thought there was maybe going to be a boss check, but just waiting for a gank opportunity. Falstad trying to catch up in the mid-clear. This Augur's already done. Oh, just Augur things. Augur is a fair and balanced hero, everyone. Rano going way in deep there. Wow, great follow-up from Arcane 13th. The tip of the whip there on the shock ray connecting. Greymane still in the bottom lane versus Ragnaros. Augur up top, so Protectors of Aiur definitely not interested in taking a full-fledged fight here. The sound thinking about coming through. Orion playing safe while Varian is off the map. Top boss is scouted there by Tyrande. Nothing to be seen. As Protectors of Aiur look to clear mid, Macro Machine's going to jump on the bottom fort. That is going to mean a pinch here from Protectors of Aiur. Can Li Ming catch up? Ecliptic wanting to move in. Does stun onto 2. There's the follow-up. First bullet is there. Great gust from Jimmy Bob Joe. The light bomb was about to hit onto 2 once again. Gust just in time. Tassadar able to stay in the top lane and push this fort. Macro Machines starting to gain some advantage here on these forts. Next objective is up and ready to go here in the bottom lane. Augur getting this middle camp worked on. Should be finishing that up in just a moment. 13's in for both teams as well. Could we see a full-blown team fight? We still have Black Hole available. Cooldowns are coming back for both sides. But 5 seconds on all the big ults. Ecliptic coming through. Doesn't want Varian. Sound trying to ward away Arcane 13th, the Sergeant Scoops channels. Lunar Flare not going to be on point, and the channel will begin. Ratson stepping up there. It's Greymane showing, clearing the bottom lane. Will Rano engage? Falstad, though, clearing the mid. Li Ming scouted there by... Oh, Charge Taunt goes out. Nice save. Burning an ult there. Augur is in a tough spot, though. Uh-oh, spinning into fort range. Has to Hortapult back to safety. Sound taking some hits. Rano, ooh, almost caught by the Chastise. Gonna need a little reset here. Members going in and tapping before coming back. The Sound doesn't go in for the interrupt. Macro Machine starts the channel. The Sound in the backline is going to harass Arcane 13th. Great bounce. Tyrande is popped there. Great curse bullet. The Sound is running down Ratson here on the top right. Jimmy Bob Joe trying to trade out. Does the Sound have the means to get away? It looks like no. Black Hole pushes 2 away. Can Rano escape? There is the Disintegration Beam. Resets coming on through. Tracer. Oh! Li Ming traded out. Arcane 13th will get away. Falstad goes down. Protectors of Aiur getting a 3 for 2 there. And we'll finish up this right side channel. They messed with the wrong army. Tell him, Vandar. Blue Riders coming on through for the first time this game. Augur about to be back. Li Ming about to be back. Varian and Falstad will be rejoining the battlefield as well. It's Tassadar pushing the top lane. Greymane coming to join. Li Ming on the way as well. Could we see a gank on the bottom side? Here comes Varian, though. Ratson, stepping out of the gate as 16s are now in for Protectors of Aiur. Orion is here. Ecliptic puts Varian in the cocoon and goes after Ragnaros. The Disintegration Beam not going to be enough for the takedown, and Ecliptic has to get away. Molten Core comes on out, and that will be a solid defense here on the bottom side for Macro Machines. All the while, though, Augur just burning down the mid. Tassadar cleans up top. Protectors of Aiur, oh, they're rolling hard. They want Tassadar. Arcane 13th is mounted up, trying to stay here. Oh, they don't go for it. I thought they were just going to charge right in there. They decide nay. Bottom boss scouted by Tyrande, coming up towards the top side to see if that's the play. Could have a scuffle here. Augur and Falstad are on the camps. Rag on the bottom side, though. See if Protectors of Aiur scout that out as Rag finishes off that fort. Rano discovered. Charge Taunt comes in. Anduin has the save. Arcane 13th. Oh my goodness. Ecliptic does not have charge range, but has the area of effect stun. Rano coming around the outside, looking for one. Uh-oh, Burrow Charge to use. Charge Taunt comes on in. Short save. Sulfura Smash hits onto Anduin. Varian put into the cocoon. Sergeant Scoops being taken away. Somehow staying alive. Finally is taken down. Ratson, though, being charged onto. 1 for 1 here. Rano turning it around, trying to get Li Ming. We'll take a couple tower shots. Ecliptic is just popped there. Tyrande has been on point with these lunar flares. Macro Machines wanting to do the boss as mid is now being pushed. Augur is just getting all the macro here. Did not come up for the fight. That does mean Macro Machines have a top boss heading on in. Augur gonna try to take this fort here. Doesn't have enough minions, though, to do so. Boss picked up by Macro Machines. Anduin about to be back. 10 more seconds on an Uberak. Augur continues to push with a new minion wave, but Ragnaros will put a stop to these shenanigans. Big hits onto Augur there. The sound going down past half. Boss pushing into the top keep wall. 25 seconds left on the channel. Protectors of Aiur, they're going in for it. They don't want to let this objective go through for free. Rano put into the cocoon. They're going after Nyx. There's the area of effect stun. Hits onto 2. Oh no, Light Bomb follow is going to be good though. Nyx in trouble, will fall. That looked like a busted engage, but it happened to work out with the gust. It'll trade though, healer for healer, and there goes Anubarak. Macro Machines coming out ahead in these fights now that they're scaling. The Sound in trouble. Ratson slowed down, and Hogger will escape. Li Ming getting a quick combo there, but only going to get the one. Mid being pushed in, but now the Red Riders about to come through. The trick here is to have all of your keeps remaining at the end of this push if you're Protectors of Aiur. If they can get that, then they're in great shape. Pretty even on the map. If they start losing keeps here, they'll be on the back foot for sure. Focus is on the mid for now, taking out the last remaining fort to get even pressure in all 3 lanes from this objective. Both teams about to have their 20s as well. Everyone back on the battlefield, ready to go. How will the defense look? It is already connected. Rider getting burned pretty well here. Li Ming making short work of it. 20's about to be in for both sides. There it is. Li Ming gonna work on the top. Greymane working on the bot here, and it looks like the keeps will be saved unless we get a big pick from Macro Machines. We'll see if they're going to try to dive under this fort. Rano, stepping up there. Orion has to think about it. Keep taking a lot of damage here. Curse Bullet does not connect. Here comes Hogger on the outside. Charge Taunt onto Eclectic. There's the Light Bomb. Sulfura Smash will not connect. That's Ragnaros going down. Hogger is ripping through the back line. There's Tassadar. There's Varian. There's the chase from Anubarak. Tyrande goes down. Falstad, the last one left in the cocoon. Chastise a little early there. Jimmy Bob Joe, nowhere to go. It's a full team wipe from Protectors of Aiur. But as you know, this is Alterac Pass. There's no just rushing the core here. They're going to have to pick up a boss and see how far they can go. Hogger going to get mid lane pushed out. Top should handle itself not too badly. We'll see how far they can go. Great team fight there from Protectors of Aiur. On most other maps, they'd be able to just walk through a keep and win at this point in the game. But Alterac Pass is such a large map, and there's no way you can get across in time and then take down a core with 40 armor. It's just not feasible. So instead, they're just going to go ahead and paint the map blue. Top boss, still 50 seconds on that. Trying to get a double camp push here in the mid. The boss push in the bottom lane. Can Macro Machines defend here? Orion and Trace are just getting ripped apart by Arcane 13th, and they just have to back away. Tassadar. Jeezy Louisey. How's that damage? 43-7. Tassadar putting out all the damage with that W build. Looks like the keeps are going to be saved, with the objective now being channeled by Protectors of Aiur. Tyrande with the scout. Sergeant Scoop's getting everyone healed up. Rano just going right in there. They're looking for Eclectic. Charge Taunt comes in. Anduin has the save. Sulfura Smash will not hit. Can Eclectic get forward? Goes and stuns onto 3. Light Bomb pushed away, but they're still going to get Rano. The gust into the corner is trapping 2. Eclectic in big trouble. Anubarak goes down. Sergeant Scoop's trying to survive, but will not do so. The Sound is caught, and 3 go down. Rano is going to get popped there by Orion, but Greymane hit and will fall. Oh, wow. Falstad actually went down as well. Arcane 13th. Oh my gosh, Tracer just reset onto everybody and wiped the members of Macro Machines. Holy cow, the last one standing is going to start the channel. Can the Riders just solo this core? Oh my goodness. The Riders are going to come on through. It's still 30 seconds till anyone's back. Bottom lane is sort of pushed. Mid is sort of pushed. I thought Macro Machines just completely owned that fight, but then Li Ming just reset onto everybody. Holy cow. Mid keep is going to be going down to Li Ming. Bottom is kind of caught here. I don't think this is going to be Winions on the core. It might be 2 keeps, as we see Protectors of Aiur now going to catch up to this bottom lane. Li Ming trying to stay out of vision here. Now the Riders do not lose health as they move, like they do on Tomb of the Spider Queen, so it's not a big deal that this has taken a while to get there. Greymane a little bit behind the pace here. Ragnaros is going to go with the Molten Core. Just trying to take down the objective as fast as possible. Eclectic scouted there by Tassadar. And bottom keep is defended. Protectors of Aiur moving to the top side. I'm not sure what the timer is on top boss. It might be the play. They're just going to take out the last fort here in the top lane. Arcane 13th. Whoa, it's way up there. Luckily, Eclectic wasn't lurking. But, oh, Tassadar is going to get the dismounts. Or at least the slows. Jimmy Bob Joe managing to get away. This is very, very tight here in the late game. Despite multiple team wipes from Protectors of Aiur, they only managed to slightly get ahead on the map. Just Alterac past things. Rano stepping out. Eclectic is looking. Protectors of Aiur back away. Top boss is ready. Bottom boss 40 seconds. Scout onto the camp. I believe saw them on the rotation. So I'm just going to see them trade out mid camps. Anubarak running towards the top boss just in case. This might be where we have our stand. Tyrande scouting. I don't know if they saw Tracer. Eclectic, uh-oh. Eclectic's got to get out of there. Rano just looking for anybody here. The sound. Watching out. Nice scout there over the wall. Augur taking some hits, but pretty sturdy. Eclectic still staying off the map on the top side. Jimmy Bob Joe putting the poke out here. Next objective camps are coming up. Those Riders are going to be super powerful, moving into very weak keeps on both sides. Rano, oh no, Li Ming in big trouble. Stepping up there. Eclectic, though, is the one who gets charged onto. Anduin saves. I think if they saw Li Ming earlier, that was 100% a pick. Objective is ready. Protectors of Aiur are going to be forced to go in here. Eclectic scouted. You see that long wall from Tassadar on 20. Protectors of Aiur, they're being forced here. They got 50 seconds to find a fight. Rano put into the cocoon as the sound goes in there. They're looking at Ratson. There's the mighty gust, the sound being pushed away, and the black hole traps everybody. Eclectic is low. Can they get away? It's going to be a trade 1-for-1 for now. Rano caught in the mud here. Li Ming trying to find resets. It's going to be Ragnaros for Anubarak. That's a favorable trade, though, for the side of Macro Machines. They're going to tap up, and they know they've got to try to go back in. 20 seconds to spare. Can they get in there? Bolts have flown all over the place. Augur tries to find an engage here. Rano taunted, stunned into the corner. A lot of damage going out onto Varian, but the sound taking a ton as well. It's going to be Varian to go down as well as Augur. The objective does go over to Macro Machines. No one was able to click it, and the waves are way pushed in here for Macro Machines. 3 versus 3 right now. They might be able to save the core, but this is going to be very close. Keeps are definitely going down. This might just be too much minion pressure. Anubarak's about to be back. Ragnaros is about to be back. This might be too much minion pressure. We'll see if they've got what it takes. Augur not going to be here in time for this defense until they're almost on the core. The Keeps might have enough health to slow this down. Li Ming moving away there as bottom keep is going to get swiped down by the objective. It looks like they might have enough damage to clear this. Top lane is already on the core. Bottom keep is down. Mid keep is down. Core is defenseless, taking a ton of damage from this minion wave. Down to half health already. The Rider is just slapping it so hard. Do they have the damage? Macro machines aren't even here, though. The core is going to start to heal up. Can they get here in time? Molten core comes on out, but the core is not being... The core is going to start to heal. Arcane 13th trying to get in range. Black Hole pushes away Eclectic. Arcane 13th in trouble. Tassadar goes down. Oh no! The core is healing. Macro machines. They're not going to get the push. They've lost Tassadar. Protectors of Aiur have successfully defended, and the core is going to go back to full health. Oh no. Protectors of Aiur are going to try to take advantage here, going and taking this top boss. It's going to be moving in onto a keep. The prison camps are coming up once again. There's the scout. Tyrande sees them doing it, but they can't get here in time. There's just too much damage on this boss. Protectors of Aiur approaching the 25 level mark. Mid is pushing forward. Boss in the top is going to halt that lane for now. Tassadar is coming back. Bottom boss is now being started. This is going to be so tight here. Sergeant Scoop starts the channel. They give up on the boss. They're looking at the bottom lane at Hogger. Stun train comes on in. There's the save from Sergeant Scoops. The sound survives. Oh my goodness. Protectors of Aiur trying to turn it around with a reset. Somehow Ratson gets out of there. The gust from Falstad is just in time. Holy crap. Nubrak going in, just looking to keep this fight going. They put Varian in the cocoon. There's the charge forward. Light bomb onto 3. Ragnaros falls. Eclectic survives. Arcane 13th is being lasered down. Li Ming, though, it gets turned around onto. Rag traded out for Li Ming. Rano in the front line somehow continuing to live, but look at those splashing auto attacks. Greymane is going to take out Varian and Tyrande. Arcane 13th manages to get away. The channel is going to be started once again by Protectors of Aiur. Boss is holding the top lane. And these riders are 100% not getting stopped. No chance at all are 28-minute riders getting stopped. Eclectic holding it down. Bottom boss is being taken just in case here. Can Tassadar actually get up here and just kill Nubarak? Arcane 13th has to try. It's 12 more seconds. Eclectic might need some help here. There's the hit. The channel's going to be stopped. Falstad has a gust. Falstad's going to try. Boss is taken. Jimmy Bob Joe doesn't go for it. The channel is stopped, but it looks like they can just go and take it. It's only 4.7 seconds. Here comes Ragnaros. But they don't have Tyrande. They don't have Varian. Arcane 13th trying to get in range for an interrupt. It's not going to be enough. The boss and the riders are going to be coming through here for Protectors of Aiur, and this is almost certainly just a Winions victory. The sound stepping up is going to be caught, just uses that unstoppable to go straight through the wall, because once again, Hogger is a fair and balanced hero. Rag becomes a building here, trying to do something. They're going to need a full wipe pretty much immediately. Boss does finish taking down the keep. As I zoom the camera terribly, oh, Tyrande is caught in the boss stun. And now the core is under pressure. The riders are a little bit behind here. Taunt goes out. That's going to be Li Ming taken down. So Will Varian fall? Core is already down to half here. Is Eclectic going after? That's going to be a Nubrak falling. Tassadar falls as well. Will anyone survive the chaos on the Core here? Down to 3,000 health, and that is going to be it. Protectors of Aiur with an absolute nail-biter will take the 2-0 series victory. Holy crap, what a game. Holy cow. How many times do you have to get a team wipe to win on Alterac Pass? At least 3, apparently. But wow, Macro Machines just pushing them to their absolute limit. Nearly had it. They almost had the objective, they almost had the team wipe, and then all of a sudden, Li Ming just blasted everybody. Unbelievable stuff there. The cat has once again evaded the cat cam. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the stats here. Orion on the Grey Main, top siege, top hero at 87,000 on single death for Protectors of Aiur. Arcane 13th, just putting the team on their back there on the damage, 111,000. Unbelievable stuff there. Top siege, top soak. What a game, number 2, and what a way to go out for Macro Machines. They may be ending their season here, but they put up an amazing battle for a number 8 seed. We'll put up the talents, update the scoreboard, and we'll see if we can get an interview with our winning team. Alright, keep an eye out for him. Where are they at? Where are they at? Hello, Eclectic. Congratulations on a very incredible series.
Thank you, thank you. It was gripping, I'm sure.
It was quite a battle on both maps, honestly. Tomb of the Spider Queen going into the late game as well. Man. So 2 super long games there. How does the team, once we're getting into the 20th minute, the 25th minute, is it tough as a team to not just leap out and try to end it immediately?
Oh yeah, especially as a new brag, they have to bring me back a lot. Like, don't go in there. I'm like, but if we win a fight, we can win. They're like, but if they win a fight, they can win.
It's, you were very, very particular in picking your moments, and it absolutely came through in the end for you there. 2-0 victory over the Macro Machines. Man, super close match for a 1 versus 8 seed. Were you expecting it to be that much of a battle?
Honestly, yeah. Our division is super tight, and like they're 8th seed and we're 1, but we're right next to each other. It's a super tight division all the way across. I don't know if you saw already. I think the other 3 matches are done, and the unfavored one won all 3 of the other ones. So,
Man, that was super exciting. Thanks for playing that. That was great. Looking forward into the next round. Obviously, like you said, some lower seeds have made it through there, but the division as tight as it is, do you feel like this is just sort of anyone's tournament at this point?
Yeah, it definitely is. I think we're doing Cho and Gall next, right?
Let me take a quick look.
But they're super
Seas
strong.
Tournament. Yeah, Cho and Gall Rescue Rangers is your next opponent there.
Yeah, they're super strong, so that's going to be a tough fight. The other half of the bracket's super strong too,
Well, this will definitely be one to watch, as if this one was any indication, the rest of the series are going to be fantastic. So hopefully we get some broadcasters on those to show everyone in NGS.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, congrats once again. Very well fought victory there on the 2-0. Are there any shout-outs you'd like to make before we close out?
Sure. Shout out to you and all the rest of the casters in NGS. You make the series into like a thing worth doing. It's great to have people cast. Shout out to everyone in Div C. It was a wonderful season. These are all great teams. We played some real hard fought matches the whole time. Shout out to all of our subs. We have like a plethora of subs. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to Cliff. I think he's watching. He's my buddy.
Fantastic. All right. Eclectic, thank you so much for coming on by. Congrats again on the win, and we look forward to seeing you in the next round.
All right. Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. All righty. What a series we had for you today. Thank you so much for stopping on by on Twitch and on YouTube, catching our live broadcast. Super exciting matchup for a 1v8. Hope you had as much fun as I did. If you're on Twitch, thanks for showing up for my first Twitch livecast in quite a while. I'm going to be getting these multicast onto YouTube and Twitch going forward. If you're on YouTube, thanks for showing up there as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check out all the VODs. And we will be back, I believe, next Monday. I've got a Division A matchup, if I do recall. But keep an eye on the YouTube front page there, youtube.com/@Krush Casts. You'll see the upcoming live cast information. Or you can just check the NGS website. You'll see when I'm next due to cast. Thank you all so much for being here and making this double cast a success. It's been great, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.